Welcome back. We are now on to our last scarf for the day, meaning the last technique for the day. If you want me to be able to do the editing and post-processing successfully using my scarves as identification for the technique that we are doing, I think I should start a GoFundMe campaign so I can afford more scarves. Until such point, I will recycle the scarves. Oh, I'll just change the shirt. See, there you go. Last technique for the day is called the bicycle. The movement looks, when it's done in its entirety, it looks like the movement of the wheel of the bicycle. It is often also confused with a circular movement. Let me show you what it's meant to look like and why people get it wrong as a circular movement. It's not just a circular movement. There is a 4-step technique involved which you have to follow because Meher said so. This is what it looks like. 1, 2. This is your bicycle. Okay? There are two techniques involved in making a bicycle technique. One is a twist, and again the twist is like you did for the horizontal 8. It's not one of these, it's a stable twist. Then, do you remember the oriental position hip lift that you did in the 3/4 technique? So there is a hip lift involved. Again, tailbone tucked under, the knees are soft. If you keep your knees soft, you get a better range of movement. And one of your feet always has to be in the oriental position. Now, the body is not going to face forward, it's going to be at a soft diagonal. So like this. Again, you're going to keep a gap between your thigh which is just enough to hold a piece of paper. You don't want your knees opening up like this. And they will tend to, mind you. When we break down the technique, this is what it looks like. You do a twist. So you go from the diagonal to the forward position. So you do a twist. Now you do a hip lift, which was upward. You retain the hip lift. You do a twist back. And then you do a drop. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure when you're opening up, your legs are not opening up too far wide. Your knees will tend to travel and you do the turn. That's fine. Just make sure that it's not too far. And it would not be too far if your feet are not too far forward. So keep your oriental foot close enough to the other foot. The other thing is, don't keep your feet necessarily parallel because then your knees would tend to go inward. So you want to keep your feet in such a way that even if you were to bend, if you were to do a plie, your knees are facing forward. That's generally the idea anyway. Now while in a diagonal, my feet are just slightly angled and I am in the oriental position. I do 1, so I come forward. So let's say this is my 0 station. I come from 0 to -1. Okay? So 0 to -1. 0 to -1. -1 to lift. Lift to 0. 0 to drop. So again, 0 to -1. -1 to lift. Lift to 0. 0 to drop. So my left foot is in oriental position. I am slightly angled diagonally. This is my 0 station. Right? So from 0 to -1, -1 to hip lift to twist to 0 and 0 to drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it with the other foot, which is diagonal, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is no need right now for you to switch after each side. Practice one side, then practice the other side. Once you've done it in an accented form, then you join all the points together, which is when it starts to look circular. But you must understand the circular is only happening because 1, you're moving in this plane, then you're raising, then you're maintaining that lift, moving back in this plane and dropping. So your hip, once raised, must remain raised for the return twist and then drop. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's complicate matters. Let's do something with our arms. La 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 la. Whichever foot is in the oriental position, उस हाथ को priority मिलेगी. That arm remains in the forward, but it does not remain here as you would in the triple step when you were going back and your arm was forward. Now it remains angled, and the other one goes to the back of your head. Why does it remain angled? Because you want to give a full view of the hips. Your arm is here. I'm using my right leg in the oriental position, so my right hand is forward, slightly bent, wrist is slightly bent, flicked back, and fingers in the scissors. So from diagonal to forward, forward to lift, lift to diagonal, diagonal to drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's join everything together and get that bicycle moving. So my left foot in oriental, my left hand is in the forward, my right hand is behind my head. This hand does not move or do any other gestures, okay? The hand remains in position. So all of these positions for the hands, you don't start embellishing, you leave it exactly as they are. You're not adding any further embellishments unless and until you are asked. We are here and we are going to do a bicycle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see how it will be confused with a circular motion. It's not. You were in oriental, you moved, you twisted, you lifted, you maintained the lift, then you drop. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try not to drop the drop before the fourth count. Maintain the lift in the turn and then drop. Maintain the lift and then drop. Maintain and drop. Maintain and... So it's just a matter of practice. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other side. Angular, oriental position. Knees are soft. Tailbone is tucked under. Haunch is visible. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Effort should be made that your leg does not open up too much. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Understood? Maybe? Practice? Then we can talk about it. No, I'm not going to talk about it. This is all I know. And I'm recording it as I'm learning. So we have finished week 3 today. And starting tomorrow, I will start getting my week 4 lessons. And next Tuesday, I will record everything that I learned in week 4. Keep practicing. And please look at Meher's videos. She has tutorials online. Please look at her videos online to get the techniques right. There may be things I'm not doing correctly. I've taken frantic notes and I'm just following whatever is in my notes. But if I'm not doing something or displaying something correctly, Meher is the only person that I know of currently who can correct you. Alright.